Welcome back. We're talking toys this morning with the toy scout Joel Magee from the hit TV show Pawn Stars.
Yeah, how cool is this? He's in town with the Pittsburgh Vintage Toy Buying Show, and he's brought a few finds for us today. All right, what are we talking about? What are these finds?
Oh my gosh.
What is it? First of all, what is a toy scout?
Yeah.
You know, I was actually given that to me by another TV station. I was doing an interview, and he says, well, you're traveling the whole country and you're scouting for toys. You must be the toy scout.
Ah, there we go.
And it's stuck ever since.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, okay,
Okay.
I'm the toy scout.
All right, there you go.
You just find toys.
Yeah, you know, what we do is we have people search through their attics and closets and dig through everything that's been sitting there for years and bring out those old toys. In fact, yesterday, somebody brought us a comic book collection. Probably 200 comic books have been sitting in the attic for like 50 years. I'm not kidding. The newspaper said 1946 that they were stored in.
Oh,
Right, wow.
So that's what, more like 70 years.
Right, yeah.
So you just never know. I mean, this stuff it's a blast. You know, Pittsburgh's a great area. Any place that has wintertime, everybody wanted to have their kids keep busy when the weather was bad for school, so buy them toys. Okay, go play with your toys, get out of my hair.
And it sounds so weird, but you know, even if a toy was made in the 1980s, that's nearly 40 years old. So
So we're getting close. It used to be I only did stuff in the 50s, 60s, 70s, then now we're sneaking into the 80s, and it's all a matter of when people reach to be about 40, 45, that little nostalgia
that's
goes off
where
in your
it
mind.
is.
Oh, I
Okay.
remember my toys when I played with when I was a kid. So.
All right, so what do we have here?
Well, we have it's something really rare here. I have two different Barbies to show you. This is a regular Barbie from 1962, but this is the very first Barbie that came out in 1958. Wow. I've only had 6 of these in my entire lifetime. You can tell the difference in the skin color, but she's the only Barbie that has holes in the bottom of her feet. So if you have any Barbies at home that have holes like that in the bottom of their feet,
I have a lot of Barbies, and I don't recall holes in their feet. So.
Well, they did a recall. They had some mistakes, problems, and so they recalled them back. You could get a new Barbie for $1.
Oh my God.
And so all of those Barbies got turned in, and they were all burned up.
Oh, so what would something like that be worth?
I paid $2,000 for that doll.
Ooh, okay. And it's just going up from there.
Versus $25 for that one. So that tells you how hard they are to find.
All right, I see Transformers.
Yes, we got Transformers. They're really getting hot right now. And of course, the new Ghostbusters movie is coming out. And this is from the 1980s. So what's old becomes new again. Star Wars, you can't ever go wrong with Star Wars.
I see He-Man up there.
He-Man, you get even Howdy Doody from the 1950s.
Oh, wow.
Spock from Star Trek. This is really cool. This is Hot Wheels cars. These are from the 1960s and 70s. They have little red lines on the wheels. And of course, comic books. This is Superman, but this was similar to what we got in that attic find the other day. And comic book superhero is extremely popular. And I actually brought along a baseball. We do baseball cards and balls. That one is signed by Mickey Mantle.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow.
I mean, he's the most beloved player of all time.
I mean, are you riding around in like an armored vehicle so that no one takes these things or
what
anything
is
like that? I mean, this is
Entourage. I have an
amazing.
entourage,
There we go.
yes.
What is this worth?
That ball is worth $500.
Okay. What's the most expensive thing on this table right now?
So the Barbie dolls are worth more than the baseball?
Yes, I know. Well, Mickey signed a lot of things, you know, when he retired. I mean, that's what you did. You went to baseball shows and stuff like that. So that's the only reason. It's not that it's less popular, it's just there's more.
Now, I have to tell you, I know a lot of people probably can relate with this, but Garbage Pail Kid cards. Remember those, the Garbage Pail Kids? How much are those worth now?
You know, they're starting to go up. You know, they're right at that age line where people are starting to have interest in them again. And now I'm seeing a complete set of them is going for almost $100 now.
Wow.
Whereas a couple years ago, maybe even 10 or 15.
Yeah.
So it's really making a big shift. In fact, I saw your superhero figures that were on there. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my gosh, those are from 1973.
David's toys,
yeah, we can pull those up right now. Right,
David's.
I knew that those were going to be the big time.
I'm telling you,
and he never opened it up.
Look at that. I mean, that's incredible. I mean, you've got Batman and Robin. And I'm going to tell you right now, the condition of those packages looks incredible. I'm going to say that you're talking somewhere around $300 to $500 a piece.
What? David, I hope he's watching right now.
You know how much they were new? They were like $1.99, maybe $2.50 at tops.
Right, yeah.
But the fact that somehow he kept them perfect like that, and everybody says, well, how does that happen with toys? Of course, we don't have to have toys in the package, but when it does happen, people have told me 2 things. Number one, they hide them ahead of time because they're afraid their kids are going to find them before their birthday. Right. And they forget about it. Yeah. I mean, it's like
that's
they
that's
literally.
the best way to do it is to forget about them.
You hide them so well that you can't find them.
Right.
No, time after time, because I ask the same question. The other one is some people buy one to play with and one to put away. Now, who would imagine that back in the day?
How about the Cabbage Patch doll that I showed earlier?
Cabbage Patch dolls, the news is
give me something
not
good.
quite as good on Cabbage Patch.
No 400 to 500.
Well, here's what happened. Here's why. everybody bought Cabbage Patch to save, and it was like you bought it and you put it in the closet and you just put it away. Some didn't. It looks like yours was used, but for the most part, it was one of the very first collectible dolls. The problem is, toys were made to be played with. They got ruined, thrown away. Everybody saved their Cabbage Patch dolls. So that's a little different, but nonetheless, it's still about $15 to $20. It's not going to be that 100 or 500, but
all right.
it's better than nothing.
I brought in the electronics, and I know that it's always weird with electronics because it's not, you know, an actual toy, but the Fisher-Price talking baseball set.
Well, let me tell you this. It actually is a toy,
Right.
and you know, they're having conventions now. Tests where people are winning kids $1 million to win this video game contest. So it's very important. Those were the very beginnings of football. Remember, everybody had the little football game with the little red dots that moved around. I mean, that was fun back then.
Right.
But yes, the electronic games are doing really well. I would say yours is probably reaching at least the $25 to $30 range.
Oh, you can retire now.
I assumed that I was going to be the cheapest, so I'll take that.
Oh,
That's a little
not
more.
Well, we heard that David is.
Second
We
place.
heard that David's watching.
Yeah.
And apparently he paid $3 for each of those
wow.
toys, so he's making out big.
Is
I'd like
David
to
doing?
calculate the interest on that.
Yeah, is David doing flips and everything in his right now? Is that what's going on? All right.
Yeah.
Where can we find you?
We're going to be at the Hampton Inn over on Trumbull Drive, 555 Trumbull Drive, today and tomorrow from 9:30 to 5.
All right.
All right, perfect. Well,
Go
thank
see
you
'em.
so much, Joel. If you want to see more, come to the Pittsburgh Vintage Toy Buying Show today and tomorrow at the Hampton Inn in Greentree. The show is open from 9:30 until 5 both days, and admission is free.
How cool.